I have been asked, what can I actually predict for 2026? Well, to put it as shortly as possible, first and foremost, I want to thank everyone for viewing my videos, for liking them, for sharing them, and for everything that they have been doing. It does help in the end, because all the wisdom that I share is best to be shared with everyone, not because it would probably make me famous or it might bring me some kind of advances in career or something like that. I'm not pursuing a career in YouTube and such. And as you may see, I've been designing videos for 8 years till now, and I'm not much of a famous one because I know the numbers are against me. I'm not supporting mainstream media. I'm not supporting the downfall of other people. I'm not supporting most likely their development either, because I'm only presenting some points of wisdom. Whether people make use of those or not, it is fully up to them. 2026 will be a year when you will see so many people will start pushing it even further. Some people will push it further within the madness that its world can offer. Some people will push it further within development, within themselves, within becoming better, within learning things. This will be a year when you will see so much more strife. It is a year of karmic debts. It is a year when people and their ignorance will finally pay up. When ignorance shows itself to your door and it will say, you've been comfortable all day till now. It is time to pay some of the debts you have accumulated. So many people will simply start flourishing. Some people will simply crumble emotionally. You will see even some well-designed families across the world in mainstream media and such. You will see they will have breakdowns. You will see people will step down more from the so-called mainstream media. You will see so many of those crumble. You will see so many people turning into whistleblowers. You will see the collapse of the system. But unfortunately, you will not be able to see it in full scale because the revolution that is going to start this year, it's been going on for ages till now. But the point is, this year will be the firing up of a new global revolution of humans. And it's going to be a revolution that is going to be internalized. It's not going to be outside, it's not going to be in televisions. How many people rebel against the government across the world? You do not know, because the mainstream media makes a huge effort to constantly rearrange all algorithms to make sure that you're not shown anything. You will see an upsurge in nationalism all across the world. People turning against governments because they're tired of their stupid reforms. They're tired of no longer being represented by people who are most likely not even people. You will see so many things change into this world. You will see whistleblowers. You will see people who will pay, unfortunately, for their lives. You will see a push, even more violent push towards AI. You will see new peaks of it. You will see videos that you will no longer be truly capable of figuring out whether they are AI or not. You will see AI being used in medicine. You will see AI used in pharmaceutical industry for great advancements. You will see AI used to such great extent in both ways, both destructive controlling ways as well as its phenomenal computational capacity and algorithm observing, pattern recognition, and things like that, machine learning. You will see those pushed in positive directions. You will see an upsurge in communities of people that will value genuine connection, where people will live no longer based on expectations, but on learning for themselves and for others about the insecurities of the others and their own. You will see genuine communities. They will be initially hard to find. You will see such communities everywhere across the world. You will see them even in Africa, even in Asia. You will see them in Europe. You will see them in America. People will be interested genuinely in control. You'll see people genuinely interested in communion. Yes, everything will be taken even more to the extreme. People who seek to destroy, you will see them going even more mad. You will see people who will become one with machines. You will see people who will struggle even more to support the old governments, the old things. You will see people who will struggle to bring those down. You'll see more nationalism. You'll see more strife against the old structures of control than ever before. Therefore, you'll also see more censorship, especially in Europe. You will see a new war, most likely in Europe, because in the end, it is the final war that humanity has to go through. It is the final war of within that you can also see outside, because what goes within obviously goes outside. The situation, our society is sick only because we keep refusing to handle our emotions. We keep refusing to embrace the potential of our intellect. We choose to simply minify ourselves, to constantly call ourselves bad for all the evils that are going into the world. We keep calling ourselves bad for all the trash that there is out there in the world. Why are you still worrying about the trash people that are out there? You will see so many of those break down. You will see so many people commit suicide. You will see those rates going up. Those people were volatile mentally regardless. Some of those were truly how to put it, sensitive, yes, but sensitivity is not necessarily always a gift. Sensitivity is a gift only for those who actually can handle it, for those who can actually surf the waves of empathy. Because many people will turn sensitive, but they will start causing more havoc, more chaos than they actually would when they were fully ignorant and weren't caring about other people's emotions. You will see even more lash out and more racism from those minorities invented by the Zionists, from LGBT, from those who embrace madness. You will see a new branch into LGBT. You will see the people who become one with machines. They will also be given a place within LGBT. You will see a total fracture within LGBT. You will see so many whistleblowers getting out and talking about how people are forced, and they will be taken through all sorts of manipulation techniques. You will see so many things break into the world. You will probably ask yourself one day, have I actually been living in this world? Because when you thought about the 1990s, right, and then the 2000s, things were somewhat very similar. When you think about 4 years ago, things were in a way, the next year were very different, the next year were yet again very different, this year will be very different, and oh my, will they not become even more different? Yes? So I'm not the kind to be interested in giving you, or well, in general, things about the future. I'm not that interested necessarily, but you will see so many things will change. The most important thing that I have noted in my, let's say, spiritual perceptions is that there will be these communities which will slowly start and reshape the world as there will be. There will be initially small communities of people who will start learning about the other gender's problems, the other gender's issues. They will form true boundaries in between them. They will form true relationships. They will become power couples. Some of them will pay a great price. You will see power couples appear in between members of different religions even. You will see Christians working with Muslims. You will see Muslims working with Judaists. You will see religious people working with people who don't care much about religions, people who have other visions. Yes, because Hinduism is not a religion on its own, but it is a belief. Yes, it has a cosmogony. You will see so many people, you will see a surge in the old ways that once were. Yes, they've been going on, yes, but you will see a surge in those. At first, they will be very calm. I've been speaking to you about a fracture within the Muslim worlds, where there will be groups of people who will rebrand the faith into something slightly different, where they will portray things in a much more peaceful approach, in a much more human approach, not because it may have been horrible, but because in a way religion is not something that supports you as a human being. It supports your role that you technically should fulfill in this sick society. But in the end, religion is barely reminding you to do your own things for yourself, not for some attention hungry God that will lash out at you if you simply do any kind of thing. Don't forget that the way religions ended up nowadays is that everything about you is wrong, everything is a possible sin. The only sin in this world is ignorance, and that's it. Ignorance means turning against yourself, because there is no such thing as turning against creation. You cannot turn against creation because you are a part of creation. Yes, you are a part of God. You are God yourself. Yes, you are a tiny bit of them, but you have equal potential, almost. Yes, if you learn to discover the multiple thousands of layers that your mind has, or what you call the mind, that your inner walls have, the powers that your brain have, well, you will see that you have so much potential, and it was all buried and kept under such primitivism. Only because society's greatest fear is you finally waking up, opening those beautiful eyes wide open, and realizing that you don't need this sick society anymore. You will see so many people will create valid connections. You will see power couples rise. You will see people create guides on how to be human again. You will see people rise from those small communities. They will become bigger communities. You will see people rise who will become the new artists of the world, who will finally create either machine music or, well, real life instrument based music, which will finally elevate. It will be music which will be made on hertz that actually support you, 432 and other such hertz, and no longer the 440 hertz that are specifically designed to keep you dumb. Yes, mainstream media makes use of 440 hertz or something like that, I know. Yes, you will see people who will start elevating. You will see a rise in bands who will actually want to create music. Some of them will probably suck. They won't be necessarily great examples. They won't necessarily have great music, but they will actually get people united. Yes, when was it the last time you actually attended a concert? Ever since cancer culture decided to cancel everything, barely anything left. Your whole culture is deemed unworthy by neo-communistic approaches of the world. Yes, Zionism is communism in the end. Neo-communism, call it whatever you want. It is the destruction of the majority through invented minorities or through built-up minorities, designed from people who have been shaped based on their own sickness, based on their own lacks, because a sick society will always traumatize each and every generation so that it will separate people based on their own traumas. Then it will teach them how to act in as unhealthy ways, as horrible ways as possible. Yes, so that they themselves become the police of the sick society. Yes, you've seen this greatest example within the pandemic. Now, when it comes to the world, you will see also horrible examples of people, but you will see more loving, more nurturing examples. You will see a rise, a burst of feminine figures who will reach high levels in society, and they will use their power, they will use their potential, the influence that they create to elevate. They will no longer be, the hungry, attention-seeking sluts that the mainstream media usually promotes. Yes, the toxic vampires. Yes, you will see a slight decline in toxic motherships. Mothership sounds more like a sci-fi vehicle, but what I call as a personal term, mothership, is the idea of mothering. I think it's a word, mothering, yes. And women finally realizing that they have been taught the idea of toxic femininity. Yes, be mothering to everyone else except to yourself. And when your pains hurt so much, withdraw in your shell, and then you become a toxic piece of shit to everyone else. You will see people simply give up so many people in their lives. You will see narcissists dying in mass. You will see narcissists getting their karma paid. You will see their contracts ending in this world. Not all of them, obviously. Yes, there are still millions of people who need to learn their lessons. Yes, you will see people with even some psychic potential. You will see people, far more sensitive people, who will actually read the emotions of others, who will be capable of understanding things. You will see people ending up in podcasts who will talk about emotions, about the mind, about things like that. That would be probably a dream job for me. You will see people who will be called to talk about their childhood traumas, and you will see so many people who will collinearize. Maybe they will not invest too much, but it will act as a waking up. Yes, you will see so much of that happen. You will see so many people from those communities become the ones who will lead others to becoming themselves as well. There will be feeble attempts at the beginning. There will be thousands who will try to replicate that for their own points. Yes, you will see the downfall of the fake gurus, because the true ones will come in here. Yes, they will probably not necessarily be gurus, but some of them will be spiritual masters. You will see occultists come out and speak about masonry, about occult practices against humanity. You will see so many ex-witches talk about how Zionists would train them to attack Christians, to attack Muslims, and the whole society nowadays is nothing else but an assault on religion in general. Even if you can easily see Christianity is the most besieged, everything that the mainstream media has currently is a siege on your religion as well, because it is a siege on morality. Religion is kind of a feeble reminder of morality, but morality should be part of you who you are as a human, not something written in a book. Yes, you don't have to be moral because a book says to you. Because if a book ends up telling you what's moral, what's gonna stop you from thinking that another book is suddenly going to be more moral? Yes? You will see people will embrace more and more peace. You will see people will want to simply rediscover themselves. You will see people act goofy. You will see people act childish because they will want to feel childish yet again. You will see, even feel people who get in touch with their inner child. You will see the auras. You will feel the auras of powerful people. Yes? And you will see so many things change to the best. Obviously, the opposite will also be going on, but I'd rather be, a messenger of that which has to be better. I will leave the horrible things to the mainstream media. It is its purpose for that. But this is going to be a karmic year, so get yourself ready in the end, because things will happen whether you believe in those or not. Hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. You are appreciated. Take care. Enjoy life. And this being said, Ferenc Board signing out.